Happy evening, my friend. I'm so happy that you are here. Now, today's practice is a very powerful one. So, gather in, get cozy. We're going to be dropping in and doing some profound work around loneliness. So, most mornings I am awakened between 4 and 4:30 and I receive a divine message. This is the first message that I feel came to be given in a practice. Today's message that came to me will actually be put in the description of this video. So I invite you to go and read through the words and see how they move you, see how they open spaces up inside of you, and hopefully the words that I wrote will expand this practice with you. But right here, right now, we're going to dive in to clearing loneliness out of the body, allowing us to have more space for love. Are you ready? Okay. I want you to take your palms up, put them on your knees, shoulders up, softening the heart. Wiggle those ribs. We're gonna move our ribs. It moves the space around the heart. Yes, so move the ribs. Get some movement into the heart space. There we go. Now imagine this beautiful divine light coming into the crown of your head. You're going to breathe the light in. And as you breathe the light through the body, it's going to let go of anyone's energy that is not serving you, that you've been holding on to, that you've been carrying, letting it go out through the soles of your feet. You're going to breathe in again. And you're going to let go of any achiness, itchiness, tenderness, things that are plaguing your mind and your body, letting them leave out through the soles of your feet. Final breath in. We're going to allow this beautiful light to now move and dance through the spaces of your being, to wake up your magic, to wake up your divine knowingness and your gifts. And allowing this light to then come up and around your body to shield you and to protect you. And we're going to call in all of our angels and our guides and in through the divine light to come and hold space with us, to sit here with you, with me, to show us exactly what needs to come through in this practice tonight, to open up the pathways of miracles for you in your life, to expand your gifts and deepen your joy. Take a nice breath in. And as always, we prep the body before we go into practice. Before we go into channeling, we prep the body. So I want you to imagine that there's this beautiful light, and we're going to use this light to prepare the body. So we're going to ask that light will touch our ears so we can spiritually hear God, hear our angels, hear our divine self. The light will touch our third eye, so we'll have access to all of our spiritual gifts, our gifts of seeing visions, our gifts of hearing and knowing truth, our gifts of feeling. And then we're going to ask that light will touch our lips, that we speak only what needs to be spoken. And today, I'm feeling an extra blessing. I want you to ask the light will pour through your heart. And I see it moving through the heart, all the way through the back heart and coming back again. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask that this light will soften your heart, creating space within you. Take a nice breath in. There we go. So we are going to use this light to move through the body to gather any pieces of loneliness inside. So loneliness comes in and it hides in the corners and the crevices of our body, and it can begin to rot. And today we're going to use this light to gather it all the way in, wherever it is hiding, and we're going to pull it up. We're going to clean it out, because loneliness actually deprives you of the thing that you are desiring most, which is deep, profound connection. So let's clear it out so we can make space for love, for connection, for joy. So this light is different not in the energy of it, but in the experience of it. So instead of having direct light coming in through the crown of the head like we do at the beginning of practices, this is a light that surrounds you. And as you breathe in, it's going to be like you're breathing in a mist, but it's the mist of light. So we're actually collapsing time. Instead of taking light and moving it through every crevice of your being, the light is moving in all at the same time. And as it goes in, I want you to visualize the light unearthing the loneliness that has been there throughout your whole life, but the loneliness that is most also present right here, right now, today. We're going to allow the light to gather it in like a magnet and then place it in a sphere of light. Okay? So close your eyes. Visualizing this mist of light around you, you're going to breathe it in. And as you breathe it out, you're going to let the light move through the body, and it's going to unearth all the crevices and corners and dark spaces where the loneliness is hiding. And you're going to breathe the light in again. And I want you to feel the light magnetizing all of it to it, gathering it in all the way. Last breath in. This breath, this moment is pulling up any leftover residue and debris left behind. I want you to feel this beautiful sphere of light around all that was unearthed and pulled up. And then I want you to imagine that anything that's not light cannot exist within the presence of divine light. So it immediately disintegrates simply by being in the presence of this light. Take a nice breath in and release it all. There we go. Noticing more space in your body. So as creators, authors, leaders, entrepreneurs, the more space we have inside of us, the more opportunity we have to receive new ideas. Loneliness is a very dense energy which takes up space inside, which actually prevents us from receiving more ideas, more inspiration, more creations to come through. So right now, there is so much more space open inside of you that I want you to utilize it. We're gonna use this space right here, right now. And how we're going to do that is you're going to ask God to show you one creation that needs to come through for you. What is a creation that is asking you to birth it? Because now we have space opened up inside of the body, and we're going to use that space to receive more inspiration. So you're going to take a nice breath in, put those palms open. Why do I use my palms? Because it is a physical representation that I'm willing to receive. So if you open your palms and you ask to hear, what is one creation that is coming to me right now? What is a creation that needs me to birth it? What is a creation that God would have me bring to the earth right here, right now? And then listen. The first thing that comes to you is always the answer. Our minds will like to move it around because we want the thing that we want to be brought to the surface. But whatever you hear first is always the answer. Now I want you to wrap that beautiful creation in light, and you're going to actually place it on the altar. So I have an imaginary altar that I have between my heart and God. And this is where I place my creations. This is where I place my requests, my prayers, my struggles. But when we put a creation on the altar and then hand it over to God, it is our willingness, it is us stating that we are willing to be the body who brings this creation through, but that we are also in surrender of how it happens. So take this beautiful creation, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a speech, maybe it's an idea, who knows what it is. Whatever came to you is the thing. And I always wrap them in light like a present, but also a shield. So wrap it in light. You can do it in your hands, you can do it in your heart, and then place it on this altar. And I want you to feel the release of attachment to the results. And you're going to ask God to bring this creation to life, but that you are a yes. Now I want you to feel the difference in your body. Wherever there may have been open spaces, it actually just became filled with light. with connection, with love. It is when we partner with God in our creations that it fills our beings with more light. It is in this space and in this time that the holes have been filled, because divine co-creation is our most important and deepest work on this earth. So when you take a nice breath in, feeling the difference in your body. And as you breathe out, allowing this love, this co-creative energy to expand past the borders of your being, past the borders of your skin, expanding you in light. Now just notice with your eyes closed that loneliness has no part here. Loneliness distracts us. Loneliness is a cave that keeps us focused inward. Today, we pulled it out, released it within the presence of light, and then filled it with wholeness as we stepped into co-creation with God. Take one more breath in and breathe out. As we seal this session up, I want you to imagine this golden nectar from the crown of your head moving down through the center of your being, but around your body, grounding you into the center of the earth and into the center of your being. Remembering who you are, a divine co-creator, a brilliant leader, and an expander of light. All right, my dear friend, may you sleep well, and I will see you in the morning.